We moved from South Africa originally to Canada 20 years ago, and I think for us it's the first time that we're in a place where we feel that this is home. We lived in 2 different places in Saskatchewan, we lived in the Gulf Islands, and for the first time now we believe this is where our family will grow up and our kids will reflect on coming back to.
My kids have grown up here. My kids were really little when I moved, and now I've got one in university, and it was an area where you could just really have them in. They had any opportunity that they wanted.
When my wife and I were trying to find a place to settle, we looked around the province a lot, and we wanted a place where we could have a rural lifestyle, but that we could be close enough to a big city that we could enjoy what that has to offer as well. One of the most unique things about the Cowichan Valley is because of the favorable weather, you can go sailing in one day and you can go skiing the next.
What brought me back to the Cowichan Valley after doing a locum here was the geography, the weather, and the family-friendly situation.
It's a different vibe here. There's a lot of people who come here from the big city. They're looking for, a place to be a bit more, live a bit more mindfully. Lots of people owning small hobby farms, lots of organic local food that you can get, and people doing neat things, like the tea farm or the wineries. It's just a lot of these people who come here on purpose to have a certain lifestyle, and so I think that reflects in the community.
The Cowichan Valley, I think, is at the hub of sort of the new local food movement, and it's great for restaurants and wines and craft beers and living off the land. So we're able to grow our own vegetables and source meat locally. Also lots of outdoor things. We love to kayak, we love to hike, mountain biking. So you've got the sea, you've got the mountains, you've got trails. I play squash, and there's opportunities to play in a squash club. I play tennis. So there's lots of gyms and various sports clubs, and the opportunity to be involved in both outdoor sports activities as well as various clubs and things.
I really like to go to the Cowichan River because it's a river that in summertime it's quite low, so my kids can go over there and play. There is a place there that is called the Scots Falls where you can walk around, okay, and it's pretty nice to see. And at the same time, that's in summer, but when you're talking about these kind of months, like thinking in October or November, you can see how salmon, are going up the current, okay?
I like the fact that it's accessible, and I mean accessible in terms of recreational pursuits. You can kayak, you can hike, you can mountain bike, you can go skiing within a couple of hours. The other thing is it's accessible to get off the island as well. You're an hour to Nanaimo, an hour and a bit to Victoria. Accessible to cultural events too. It's a real cultural community. There's lots of music here, lots of artistic endeavors. Very talented artists live here.
The Cowichan Cultural Centre has great shows. The Victoria Symphony comes up here. We have seasons tickets and go every couple of months to hear the symphony right here in our own backyard. They have also bring just some amazing artists to the valley. So we don't even have to travel over the hump to Victoria, but there's stuff right here in our community that we can enjoy.
When my kids were growing a little bit older and I was looking at school opportunities, I was actually thinking of relocating to Victoria. And when I looked at affordability of housing and at school opportunities, actually I thought there were a greater variety of schooling opportunities available here.
Now that I have children who've grown up here, public school opportunities as well as lots of private school opportunities, and homeschool opportunities as well. So it's really accessible from an educational standpoint as well.
We have several independent schools as well as the public schools, and then there's some private schools down south people are aware of, maybe Brentwood College School, Shawnigan Lake School are the two. And Brooks International, it's an international baccalaureate program. That's another school available. The high school here is called Cowichan High School, and it's got about 400 graduating students, I believe.
This place has probably the best schools in Canada. It also has the best weather in Canada, as long as you realize that it's not gray during the winter, it's silver, because it doesn't impede any of your sports. I mean, you get the snow, but it's up on the mountains where it belongs. You can still run, you can still hike, you can hunt, you can fish, and rugby's really big here, rowing's really big here, as well as basketball. Harold Smith magazine voted this valley the best place in Canada to live. And my kids, one's a doctor working in Ontario now, he wants to come back. I have a daughter who's a writer in San Francisco, had played field hockey for the national team, but as soon as she can get it all together, she'll be coming back. And a daughter who became a Spanish teacher and now is an educator for Lululemon in Vancouver, can't wait to move back here and then just go back and forth to Vancouver a couple of days a week to work there. So kids like it here.